this video is going to be a little longer than it probably should be, but it's going to be as long as it needs to be. The national debt. In a previous video, I displayed many of the taxes being imposed on the people of the United States. I also gave examples as to how cyclical and irrational some of them are. Today, I'm going to give an overview of the national debt of the United States. As described in many of the steps in the first installment of the destruction of a republic, this is a great danger to the survival of a republic. At the end of this video, I will be providing an image of the current national debt of the United States, as well as a link to the official site in the description box. Well, first question is, well, there's two questions involved. What is the national debt, and who do we owe it to? First, what is it? The simple version is that the national debt is the cumulative effects of a government that spends more than it brings in year after year. But the truth is far more complicated. As a result of accounting tricks, like was mentioned in the first installment of the destruction of a republic, most people go only by the official amount, without taking all of the other factors into account. First off, when it comes to the accounting practices of the Congressional Budget Office, there is not a single money supply in the United States. There are three. The first is what most people think of as far as money goes, coins, paper money. Well, as of July 2013, there was approximately $1.2 trillion being held in the pockets, wallets, and couch cushions of also, according to the Federal Reserve, you gotta keep this in mind, about 1/2 to 2/3 of this supply is held overseas. This is known as the M0 money supply. The second money supply is the M1 money supply. This is all the money contained in the M0 money supply, plus all the money held in checking accounts and traveler's checks. As of June of 2013, there was approximately $2.5 trillion in the M1 money supply. The third is the M2 money supply. This is all the money that is accounted for in the M1 money supply, as well as the holdings in money market accounts, savings accounts, and CDs, as in certificate of deposits. You can pick them up at a local bank. These are for CDs under the amount of $100,000. As of June of 2013, there was approximately $10.5 trillion in the M2 money supply. The M3 money supply is all the money in the M2 money supply, plus larger valued CDs, for CDs that are valued at over $100,000. An interesting note is that the Federal Reserve has not reported on this money supply since 2006. However, I believe it is reasonable to assume that this money supply in total is somewhere around $12 trillion. Currently, the official national debt of the United States is over 17 trillion. Do we see a problem here? The total supply is around $12 trillion dollars, and we have a debt of over $17 trillion dollars. Seriously, does anyone have any idea as to how we are going to pay this? Now, keep in mind that is the official debt. This, among other things, would be one great reason to either get into gold, silver, or a virtual currency. But there is more. A economist by the name of Mike Hewitt, editor of DollarDays.com. That's days with a Z in the place of the Y and S, and there's an E at the end. He had decided to track all the reporting of 135 different currencies in 167 countries to get an idea of the total amount of money in the world. What he found after recording and adding it all up was that the amount of cash and coin currency in the world as of 2010 is as follows. The global M0 money supply, meaning just cash and change and whatever you can find in your sofa, was approximately 5.2 trillion American dollars. And the global M2 money supply was about 55 trillion American dollars. So, as a result of the accelerated rate of printing and minting of currencies around the globe, it is fairly reasonable to assume that the possible current global money supply would be around $58 trillion in total currency. So now we know that the United States has approximately 12 trillion American dollars in circulation, and has an official debt of over 17 trillion. Now comes the fun part. You may be asking yourself as to why I included the total global amount of money. The reason why I included this was to show you the true debt of the United States. See, the national debt of the United States is broken up into three separate parts. You have the official national debt, which, as we know, is currently over $17 trillion. The second part is the total national debt, which is currently sitting at, wait for it, above $61 trillion. Yes, 61 trillion. The United States owes more money than as to what exists on the entire planet. And that's just the first two. Then there's the third part of the national debt of the United States. you may want to sit down. The third part is called unfunded liabilities. This is money that the government of the United States is obligated to pay by law. However, does not currently have the money to pay for it. This is different from the other two numbers, as in, that is money that is already spent. This is money that they have to spend in order to comply with the laws that are on the books, and to support all of the social programs like food stamps, Medicare, Social Security, Medicaid, Obamacare, WIC, Head Start, and other social welfare programs. Currently, the amount the United States owes and is required, once again, by law to pay for is over $122 trillion American dollars. Now, add that to the total debt of the United States of over $61 trillion, and you come close to the total amount of over $183 trillion in debt. With a global money supply of approximately $58 trillion, the United States alone owes more than 3 times the total amount of money that exists in the world. Why is this important? Well, I still haven't gotten to who we must pay this debt to. Well, this is going to shock some people, other people not so much. 75% of it is owed to the American people. That is how much money is owed to the American people. Approximately $90 trillion. The other 30-some trillion dollars is owed to foreign governments, including, but not limited to, England, China, Russia, Germany, and Japan. To make the effect a little more personal, in regards to the total debt of the United States, once again, over $61 trillion. Also, keep in mind that tax revenue for 2014 is up 53% over the revenue from 2013. Oh yeah, we love our tax increases. The cost of the debt per citizen, essentially the amount that each citizen must pay in taxes, is over $757,000. That is every man, woman, child, and little bitty baby. Now, the total amount to be paid in unfunded liabilities per taxpayer is over $1 million each. That is, currently, more than $1 million is to be collected per taxpayer. Well, I hope this has been a bit of a wake-up call. We need to get out of here. This isn't going to last, and it will collapse.